What's going on, y'all? It's your boy 1080G. This is the Unfocused and Focused Podcast. We are back once again. Got the boy Tastro in the building.
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, you already know. It's we normally get started on the Money Making Monday. We had to rearrange the schedule a little bit. What's the theme for Thursday?
Shit.
Thanking God Thursdays. I love it. And we got Bars in the building. Perfect timing.
Bars.
Thank y'all for having me this evening.
Why was she? Yo, Bars was like giving me smoke, and I kept telling her I didn't want no smoke with her, and she still just kept bringing me smoke, man. What's up with Bars, man?
That's Bars. She got to make sure you're on your toes.
Clearly.
She makes sure your phone is charged up. None of that 60%. Trying to record the whole podcast with well, not 60%. That's your record. You normally do 40%.
Yo, I'm at like 80% right now, yo.
Ooh,
You're looking better than me today. Today was a day, but that's okay. We're gonna keep
I'm feeling that hat.
Tis.
I need to borrow.
Get it together, Bars.
I need to borrow that hat. Nah, things happen.
Yeah, that hat is dope though.
Thank y'all. This is a black-owned brand too. Y'all know we keep it black-owned.
Nice.
What's the name of the brand?
No love.
It look like it's reversible. It's reversible.
Yeah, I don't know.
She don't even know. Boo, Bars.
I mean, look.
Nah, but it's still black owned, so shit, we still rocking with it.
Support the black
That shit hard,
businesses. It's reversible too, right?
I mean, I'm trying to support too, but I don't even know the name of the brand. Like,
I'm gonna get it to y'all. I'm gonna make sure.
We're gonna have to put it in the caption. We don't have it right now for the listeners. But check back in the caption.
and we'll get it for you later.
For real though.
Terrible, Bars. I gotta give her a hard time. I got to, because she was giving me smoke earlier, so I gotta give her a hard time. So let me see if I can find it then.
Show the people the hat. Put it.
Yo, the hat is tough. This hat is hard though. Like, look at this shit, man. And it looks reversible. It's reversible.
Reversible on
Oh.
Wait, let me get the
Oh.
You can't let them know your next move. They look at you like, yo, that hat dope. Turn a second, and you got a whole different hat on when they turn back.
But I don't. Okay. Once upon a time, Love Money, the End. So that's probably the name of the brand. Love Money, the End. And then the label's dope too. A heart, money sign, and a skull head. This shit tough.
Definitely tough, man.
This shit is tough.
That's dope. Yeah, I just recently got into the bucket hats. I'm taking it back to my LL type of vibes.
Like after the episode with Tastro and his bucket hat.
Oh yeah. See, nah. I've been had the bucket hats. I mean, Tastro.
I gave it influence though. You know what I'm saying?
I think
I influenced a little bit.
The bucket hats is cool. I don't know. It's something cool about it. I like it. It's like a
head for the bucket hat.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I gotta get the extra large joint. I wouldn't say I got the perfect head. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, it's good to be back. Well, since we deeper into the week, we normally start the week. Like, how's your week been going?
Very. It's been going well for the most part, but it's been very like challenging in regards to my patience. Testing my patience. You know what I'm saying?
you had I guess multiple situations where somebody was testing your patience.
Yes. So
I'm just curious how many, like, cause
3 different individuals.
Damn.
Yeah.
In 1 week, and the week ain't even ended yet.
Yes. But that's what builds character. Adversity builds character. So I'm like, fuck it. But yes, my patience has been tested all week this week.
So what were the conflicting thoughts in those scenarios? I'm about to choke this nigga. Like, what was, and then you obviously didn't, because you hear you being locked up and nothing.
Honestly, not nothing on no violent type shit, but cussing motherfuckers out type shit. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because you're doing dumb shit, or you're poking at a bear, or whatever the case may be. But so that's how my patience has been tested.
You being the bear, obviously.
Yeah, something like that. Like, fucking with me for no reason. Like, leave me the fuck alone, yo. You know.
So how do you deal with situations like that?
Meditate. Gotta meditate, man.
Right on the spot.
Yeah, you can meditate
He
anywhere.
just turned into Aladdin on some carpet.
On some Zen shit immediately. You can meditate anywhere. You don't have to be on some sitting on the floor with your legs crossed to meditate. Man, listen, I had a book from this the philosopher by the name of Osho. Y'all ever heard of him? No. Osho. And it had 101 methods of meditation. Yo, there's so many different ways to meditate. You can look at a star, and that could be a form of meditation. Like looking at one particular star for a certain amount of time. That's a meditation by itself. You see what I'm saying? So
don't simplify it like that.
It is though. But it's that simple though.
You might be on a drug that.
No,
Yeah, you gotta be.
No, man. See,
Peace of mind. You gotta be. You gotta.
There's several different ways to meditate.
You could be looking at a star like.
Why are you adding
bars?
That? You're adding shit. That's not what I said.
I'm starting to see.
What?
Yeah, you have to.
I'm starting to see a trend. Bars is mine.
What the fuck?
It somehow goes into the gutter at some point. And
see the people didn't get to see the action that was given when she said that.
Bars.
You can't be doing like anything like just anything.
I'm not saying that you're gonna be doing anything when you're meditating. What I'm simply saying is there's different forms of meditation where you just don't have to sit down type shit with your legs crossed. That's all I'm saying.
No, I get it. At one point, I would go outside. When we was in East Atlanta, it was like a little patio in the back, and it was just a big field of grass and trees. You couldn't see any apartments or houses,
right.
So just going out there and listening to the birds and really just breathing, like just some deep breaths. Might close my eyes for about 5 minutes and listen to the birds. That was an amazing meditation for me to start the day. I'm ready.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's just different ways to meditate. So the point I'm making is like with all the static or whatever I felt as far as my patience being tested, I was able to kind of just go within, like Bar said, center myself, go within, and was able to kind of like just breeze through those kind of static moments.
Okay.
But yes, my patience was tested on numerous occasions this week.
Got you.
How about you, George? Your week?
My week went well. It was productive. My life is lived behind the camera for the most part. So I had a few projects I had to film and edit. And it's I don't know, I enjoy it. It's challenging at times, but it's my life. It's what I'm passionate about.
Dope.
So I had a few projects for Taco Mac. Had to create some content, and
what about your patience being tested? How do you?
How do I do? Okay.
On a Thursday, we on a Monday, Wednesday. So what?
Well,
Your patience and your like.
My patience hadn't been tested. Maybe slightly.
Yeah, you had a situation.
Maybe slightly. It was just a miscommunication thing, and I'm big on communication, and I'm trying to. There's a lot of room for improvement, but I guess, like I said, it wasn't anything big because a lot of people aren't great with communication, so I can't really put that on them, So it was easy for me to deal with what I had to deal with. It's just communication. I don't care who it is, personal, business. It's important, So it's just you get that communication errors sometimes. That's what bothers me. Like when people do dumb stuff, say dumb stuff, like that don't really bother me. Everybody, is dealing with stuff. You don't know if somebody's having a bad day and they looking at you as a punching bag. That don't mean you have to react.
That's true.
Or because somebody's at a certain level or they have a certain energy, that don't mean you have to conform to their energy. So I'm not gonna really let too many things affect me. But Yeah, just communication. If it has a domino effect and it makes something I need to do harder, because somebody's saying something, that's not gonna make my life harder.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna affect my bills or anything. But communication where it affects my state of mind, like, or it just messes up my schedule if I got certain things I need to do on a particular day. But yeah, I just roll with the punches. It might be a period of time where I'm like, you know, I need to meditate, exercise, or, you know, go running, or just I might just not do anything. I might just sit and watch the Wayans brothers, something funny.
Yeah.
You know, that's my go-to a lot of times. Either exercise or I just want to just indulge in something funny, or just not think about nothing. Like maybe talk to somebody that I can be silly or joke around with for a few minutes, and I'm good. You know, talking to my mom, that's a big thing too. You know, either my mom or one of my brothers or something like that. You know, because everybody's dealing with stuff, and you know, when I talk to certain people, you know, it kind of just brings things into perspective. You know, It's just like, yeah, because I guess it's kind of private, but my mom, she's dealing with some things, and you know, it's hard for me to get like upset or feel any type of way about anything I got going on, because you know, she's got some personal things going on, and I need to stay locked in. The more I invest into what I'm doing and not get distracted, the more I can help in other situations.
Right. Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's how I deal with it. I kind of went all over the place, but
yeah, it was like me asking you, George, how are you? You like, I'm good, and then you like, I'm like, George, how are you?
Yeah.
You know what?
But what about you? What about you, Bars?
Yeah, because you say you had a day and you haven't gone into it.
Man, look, man. No, I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah.
Bars isn't ready to talk about it. I mean, that's a thing too. Sometimes you gotta kind of sort some stuff out, cause
let it marinate a little bit.
Sometimes, like I try to do that. Like as far as communication, you don't want to really speak on certain things like immediately.
Just want to beat people up. That's all. Just beating people. Just want to beat people up a little bit.
I'm trying to get into my softer personality. It's
okay.
Like, I'm happy.
Bars is from Chicago, if y'all didn't already know.
That don't have nothing to do with it.
I mean, I see. I mean, you haven't told what made this week a week. You know, I'm just trying to give people some more insight. You know, you trying to tap into your softer side.
It's been a week. My license got suspended. Illinois put 5 tickets on me, and it was only 1 ticket.
Damn.
So they had
Wait.
one ticket, and then they had 2 duplicate.
They gave you a draw 4 card or something.
Yeah, it's a draw.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And I found out Saturday when I was trying to log on to drive Lyft. So they like, nah, player, you're not going.
You was probably all the way gassed up.
Everything.
You was hype. You had to smell good. You put the tree under the rearview mirror. I already know.
So is that something that you gotta go to Illinois to fix, or?
I've been going all week. I've been on the phone all week.
She said, "Who gotta go?"
Gig. I'm on the phone with Illinois and Georgia. Like, bruh.
Damn.
I'm not even looking at the tickets. That really brought attention to the system and how easy it is. Like some people probably don't even have as many tickets as they say they do. They just probably just want to get it over with, cash the money out. I'm just like, bruh, all of these tickets on the same day for the very same offense in the same city.
They're terrible. That's terrible. That just reminds me of when I had got my ID or my driver's license here. They put my height at 7'11". I put 5'11" on the paper. They gonna put 7'11" on the damn license, and I said, so they gave me the paper card at first. So they say, whatever corrections we need to make, let us know. So when we send you the real one, they'll be made. I told them 511. Why when I got my real driver's license, it still has 7-Eleven up there. So when I would go to spots, they would be like, bro, you're not 7-Eleven. No shit, Sherlock. I know I'm not 7-Eleven, yo. They fucked up at the DMV, man. So yeah, DMV be fucking up all the time.
And they're so nonchalant. And you kind of got to bring their attention to the fact that they really don't care. They really don't want to do anything. Every single day I'm on the phone for 5-6 hours.
Terrible.
Like,
that don't make no sense.
That's tough to deal.
Like I know how to call and get in 10 minutes flat, no matter what time of day it is now.
That's tough to deal with. That's tough to deal with over the phone.
Yeah.
I would honestly, I don't know if they'll be willing to do it, but if you went to the DMV here and had them kind of sorted out, possibly, like,
man, they just as bad.
You have to contact Illinois, and if you've never been, like, these DMVs, they seem nonchalant until you get to Illinois. They do not. They literally don't care. Like, it's been a 4-hour wait flat minimum since I can remember.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Damn.
You go into the DMV, you're waiting 4 hours in Chicago. I don't care what DMV you go to. Unless you go all the way north where the white people are.
Yeah, that's crazy because I feel like that's something you want to deal with in person, and the fact that it's in Illinois, that makes it tough. And,
they were just
and then you can't just...
Why you just don't come up here? I was like, man, I live in Georgia. Please believe that the way y'all talking to me and the way y'all playing with me, I would have been up there already now.
Damn.
I'm here. I know for a fact that they faxed it.
Yeah.
Because they called me when they got the confirmation because I've been at these motherfuckers for 4 days straight.
That's crazy. I can't imagine having to take a flight or get on an Amtrak just to deal with a DMV.
Yo, that's just crazy. 4 hour wait?
The average time to get suspension squared away is about 15 days. If I wake up tomorrow and my license is unsuspended, I will have like a record time. It would be like from Monday.
Damn.
Because I wasn't even able to work on it Monday because it was a holiday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So everybody that's listening right now, go ahead and pray for bars.
For real.
We gotta get bars back in the mix.
So pray for the DMV, Lord.
So question.
Let's pray for the DMV. I don't want to see bars on the news or ATL Scoop.
What? So as far as Chicago, like, why 4 hours? Is it because there's so many people, or they get so?
Because there's so many people. I want to say if you get there at 8 o'clock and you waiting in line for them to open up, you probably could wait 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Still, like, that's still like, what the fuck?
You gotta just do the math. If it's 2 hours to be there physically in front of these people, it's gotta take 4 hours on the phone. Like, you ain't about to just get right through on the phone just because you called. Like, you couldn't come up here. But
listen to what she said, bro. She said it takes 4 hours in person, though.
Yeah, so.
But possibly 2 if you get there by 8 o'clock.
The DMV is where you go to get to get your license, to kind of fix your license and things like that. Tags, plates, titles, all that shit. The court, though. See, I had an issue with the court where they sent Georgia, which they're not supposed to do. They sent Georgia a failure to appear, which was 5 failures to appear.
That's crazy.
So even hearing it, like, oh, bitch, you got 5 tickets for a failure to appear on April 16th or August 16th or whatever it was. So 5 of the same, like, y'all not even.
Was it different charges?
It was the exact same charge. Failure to appear for a speeding ticket.
That's wild.
So I got it in April. Same city, same police. I called the police station for God's sake. Okay? I had called everything, all of my facts was straight by yesterday. Today, all I have to do is wake up and pay my reinstatement fee and the speeding ticket.
Oh, so you back in the game?
Yeah, so now I'm just waiting on them to.
Okay.
Like, I've had Man, look.
She good. So
I'm glad we can end it. I'm glad we can end it.
Yeah, we're gonna send some positive energy out to the homie Bars that everything works out like it's supposed to, man. For real. That sounds like a lot of like unnecessary, annoying shit, and I've been there more than once, so I feel her pain, yo. I feel your pain.
When you quit smoking and have to deal with this, I will knock all of this shit.
Oh shit. So how's that going? How's that been going for you?
It's to the point where y'all don't see a vape in my hand, right?
No vape, no cigarettes. Nicotine is gone.
That's what's up. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
salute.
shout out to Bars.
Word up, man. That's what's up, yo. That's what's up.
Shout out to Bars. And I'm glad I was hoping it ended positively. You know, I was like, damn, I hope she's not still dealing with that.
I was like, damn.
But Bars is good, but you could continue to pray. Bars, you know, we all need
send that energy your way.
Yeah, we all need the prayer warriors. But yeah, I want to get into our guests for today. You know, we didn't gave everything. You know, we didn't brought everybody up to speed as far as the week. So I want Tastro, if you can, introduce our guests.
So first and foremost, the craziest thing is she was one of the first people that I actually met when I came to Atlanta at Apache, the old Apache, and learning that
I was there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so as far as getting to meet her, I found out immediately she was an MC and her shit is dope. As a matter of fact, I have been listening to a track that she has called Dream Deferred, and that shit almost had a nigga like misty-eyed out this mug just because
looking at the stars for 20 minutes.
Yo, for real, meditation style. Like the track was super dope, super talented, and I told her, I was like, yo, I gotta get you on the podcast because I know that she does more than just MC. So real talented, real down to earth individual. Had to bring on the podcast the homie Rogue Dynamo.
Rogue Dynamo, what's good?
Appreciate y'all. Thank you for that intro, man.
You know,
Tastro be laying it down with the intros for real. But that was one of the doper intros. I'll say that. Set the stage for real.
Had a lot of good info in there, especially the Apache, man.
Yeah, like that was at a time when going to open mics was just like the shit. I'm talking about like those joints used to be packed with people, so many different people with so many different talents in the spot, and so. Yeah, man. I was listening to Dream Defer, man, and that shit almost had a nigga like wanting to shed a couple of tears for real because what you were saying, you were speaking with much conviction, and then to find out you actually produced it as well. Shit,
yeah, I did.
Like that.
Wait, I didn't hear that part. You told me what you did. I didn't hear music producer. Wait, so let's bring it back a little bit.
Bring it back.
He gave this dope intro, but I want you to introduce yourself and tell the people what you got going on.
Okay, cool. I am Rogue Dynamo. I am basically an all-around artist. That's what I consider myself to be. So it's like I make music. That's my love. That's what I love to do. But I'm also a photographer. I do video. I'm a producer as well. I put together events. So yeah, entrepreneur, artist.
Dope.
Yeah.
So what about fashion? Because I'm digging this look right here. Is that one of you like stylists or?
This is me.
Okay.
Yeah, I just experiment. Like I love, I have ideas in my head and I'm just like, okay, grab this, and I just throw it together like, all right, cool.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. You got the whole look. I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Everybody draped in all black. I just realized that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It happens. Great minds think alike. So yeah, let's go back to the Apache. I remember that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't remember your face, but that name was just so strong. Like I couldn't tell you not one person that was in Apache, any of the artists' names, but when Tasha was like, yo, Rogue Dynamo is pulling up, I'm like, oh, I met Rogue Dynamo.
Yeah. I think I was just Rogue back then, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when did you expand your name?
That was probably
because I heard it before he said something.
2014.
Yeah, 2014 was when I had met you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was probably
2014.
right like before that or like right after it. Because it was literally around that time. I was fairly new. I was just going by Rogue for a minute.
I remember that full name. How did you even come up with that?
I always think of myself as like, I do my own thing. So it's kind of like a rogue wolf type of thing. And so also I'm like super into like Marvel and like cartoons. Yeah.
Nice.
And so Rogue just seemed like the way to go, you know, like somebody like who was one of my favorite characters. I'm not even gonna lie about that. And she could fly.
Yeah.
You know, like I fly in my dreams. You know what I mean? Like it was just something. And Dynamo, I needed something to like distinguish myself more, you know what I mean, than just being Rogue. And so like I thought of it as like having energy and being able to do like different things. So more of a dynamic individual. And then of course I was thinking about hero and the villain because I got to go back to my comics and Crimson Dynamo. So Rogue Dynamo is a balance within the name.
Dope ass name, man.
Thank you.
That's a dope ass name.
Yeah, I could tell your creativity just from the name. The full artist, sounds pretty appropriate.
It felt right.
So you performed that night in Apache?
Nah, I didn't. I don't think I did. Nah, I actually didn't.
Word, yeah.
I was just pretty much just there, I guess soaking up like the scene as far as how they were getting busy at it. Because I think before that I had performed before at Apache, but I wasn't actually living down here at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was just coming down here we was on some coming down here to visit type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but when I met her, we were just chilling though.
Got you.
Okay. There's another joint that I was listening to too called Distractions. And being that we're on the Unfocused and Focused podcast, like what was the inspiration behind when you wrote that particular record?
Exactly what it is, like a distraction. It's like I have always had these visions and goals and things like that, but life keeps hitting you, or like even yourself in your own mind, you know, you get distracted by, oh, well, I think I'll do this. Oh, I want to hang out with my friends. Oh, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And so like it was kind of like a stream of consciousness in a sense of like just write on it, you know, like that. I was so distracted that like I just felt compelled to like get out of it by speaking about it openly.
Therapy, self-therapy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So speaking of mentally, what do you do in regards to physically, spiritually, and mentally to keep yourself intact and sharp?
I'll start with mentally because I feel like that's the most important part. Like, because if you don't have like that discipline, then it's not gonna work.
That's a
fact. So mentally, like I'll start the beginning of my day taking 3 deep breaths. You know what I mean? Like, and then be like, it's a good day. Let's get up, get to it. You know, so that within itself mentally helps me to stay focused.
Okay.
Wait, can we go into a little more detail? Are you still sitting in the bed when you saying this? Or are you in the bathroom by this time, looking in the mirror? You looking at yourself dead in the eyes and saying it's gonna be a good day? Or I'm just curious.
All. Like I'll literally like wake up, take the deep breaths, and just, you know, instead of some people wake up and be like, oh my gosh, here it is again, you know. But it's like I wake up and I'm like, today's gonna be a good day. You know, and then when I'm in the mirror, I'm brushing my teeth, you know, put myself together. I'm like, today's going to be an awesome day. Like, you know, like
dope.
You winning, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just got to like keep it in your mind of what your mission is and who you are and like remind yourself of that. And nothing is more powerful than looking yourself in the eye and saying it.
Facts.
So
that's what's up.
So you mentioned people that wake up and say like, I got to do this again. Is it that easy? Because, you know, you could get sucked into the problems and craziness that go on in the world and just bills and just the hustle bustle. And I think that's a common feeling to wake up like,
it's not easy.
I got to do this again. Like, how do you change your mindset from that to waking up, like today's gonna be a good day because that's two different people.
Well, you know what? It took time, right? And so I'm not gonna say every day I wake up and I'm just chippy, and cheery or whatever. Like some days I do wake up like, because you going off of maybe yesterday. Yeah. That wasn't such a great day.
Right.
Yeah,
so mentality, right? That's how I keep myself mentally prepared. It's like I wake up, even though I'm feeling bad, I'm like, this is not what I'm gonna put out today. So I'm gonna tell myself off rip, it's a good day because it's not yesterday. It's today. Even if I'm feeling sad for whatever reason, today is a good day.
Nice.
So if I got something to do with it, I can't control everybody else, but I can control me.
Yep.
So
the only reason I got you. The only reason I feel like that most times is if I didn't get enough rest, and for me, rest is big. If I could wake up like well rested, that usually 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna be sharper. I guess it's not all the time, but for me, that's the only time I wake up like, oh man, I gotta do this again, because I just be tired for the most part. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Like you just gotta kind of force that thought, because I don't know, life could just keep jabbing you, and you just gotta, you wake up, it's like your bed is like the mat, you waking up, you just gotta get back and go back in the fight, so.
Yeah,
you gotta show up every day, man. Like even like that's the crazy part about it. Like you just gotta show up every day. Like gotta push through every single day. Like no matter what, every day, of course, every day is not gonna be the best of days, like Rogue was just saying. Like you're gonna have your highs, you're gonna have your lows, but you gotta still show up every day, man. I think that's the main objective. I think what did Ho say? One day you up, next day you down. As long as you stay the same, it'll come back around. Like real spill.
Exactly. Like, and that's exactly why I do it. Like I can't say that I was always like this, and so doing that every day changed myself to be able to, from listening to, people like Jay-Z, listen to other artists who motivate you, and you just have to adopt some of those things. So like, I totally get it when somebody wakes up and they're like, it's hard, it's not easy, or I didn't get enough rest. Like I do things like around the clock sometimes. So I time it. I'm like, well, I'll get 6 hours, I guess. You know what I mean? So like, even if that's the case, you can't let yourself go back because you've come too far.
Right.
True.
Keep those affirmations going.
Yeah, the thoughts that you let take over your mind are really important. So, you waking up and saying that, I think that's huge, because you're setting the tone as soon as you get up. Because if you just lay in the bed, say you don't just get up and you just lay in the bed and you just like stuck, we've all been there, like, man, I don't even feel like getting up. And then for me, your mind just start going different places. Yeah. If you don't take control as soon as you get up, your mind is gonna start thinking about the bills, and you're gonna start thinking like, oh man, I gotta email this person back, and then stuff just start piling up. You like, damn, I gotta do this again. Yeah. I feel like you can control that thought. And I actually been listening to this audio book recently, and that's like one of the main subjects about taking control of your mind and how your state of mind pretty much can predict whether you're going to be successful or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Taking control is also being able to tell yourself it's okay to take a day if you need to take a personal day to lay in the bed. Right. To rest, to relax.
I'ma take it.
Yeah. And you gotta be okay with that.
Yeah. My body tells me, if y'all don't know, I've been a parent half my life. My body is gonna tell me nope. Sit down. Siéntate ahora. No necesitas afuera. Chill out.
Yeah.
You gotta
listen to that,
you gotta know yourself. Most people don't listen to their body. You gotta listen to your body. I feel like for the most part, we have that voice, that natural instinct that God instilled in all of us that will tell you yo, you need to relax, you need to chill, take a step back, all those things. You just gotta really, it goes back to the meditation. You're really not gonna hear those thoughts, those natural instincts until you just turn everything off.
You gotta quiet it.
It's out of your control though. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. I'm a creative. I'm an artist too, so I know how it feels to get pumped up, wanting to perform or share my performance or gift or my talent.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, Friday to be exact, my son had to go up in front of his class and do like a rap or a song.
Which son?
My younger one.
Okay. I know he killed it.
No, he was like...
He froze up?
He told me, he didn't end up doing it, but he told me like, Mom, I have social anxiety.
Oh man.
I literally don't like the school. I don't like the area. I don't like nothing about this. He just like, I don't want to go up in front of these kids. I don't got no friends here.
What school he go to?
Huh?
What school does he go to?
John Lewis and Bixit.
What is it?
What part of town is it?
Right on Northside Drive. What is that, Northside Drive?
Oh, okay.
That turns into whatever.
Got you. Yeah, I think, I'm not a parent, but I feel like just being transparent, like that's a natural feeling. Like you don't have to be scared of that feeling or try to fight it. You almost use it to your advantage. It's just like,
I was telling him this only a minute. I've told him, and it's okay to feel like, I just feel like that was a moment that was out of my control. And I kept it together for the most part, but it's just like when I left, I was pieces. How do you like?
I mean, but that's
he was broken up.
But that's not like something that you can't control though. Like, I mean, like that's not something in regards to, I don't think like on a mental note, you're projecting that type of like episode that happened to him. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't really beat yourself up for that. Like that's something that's happening with him. He'll be fine. Don't beat yourself up. But Rogue, so you were saying as far as mentally, so what about on a physical note? Like what do you do as far as keeping yourself intact physically?
I am big on cardio.
Okay.
Like I will run until I can't run anymore.
Nice.
That's kind of my form of like meditation.
Okay.
That I particularly enjoy. So I won't even put any headphones in. I'm just out looking at the birds. Like I like to be I will run in like a neighborhood, but I really like to go to like a park or some sort of trail.
Nice.
And do that. And that's what's huge for me as far as, and also, eating right, physically right. Because what we put in our body, is a part of what we radiate out.
That's a fact.
I'm bad sometimes. I like sweets or whatever, but I try to,
That's what's up.
That's dope. I like the fact that when you like running, but you don't run on the treadmill, you go outside. I'm the same way. I like going to Piedmont Park and just being out in Mother Nature. And like you said, I used to wear headphones all the time, but recently I haven't been listening to music. It's weird.
Take them off.
Yeah. It's just I listen to music, but some people listen to music for the extra motivation when they run. I don't need it for that. I just run regularly, so it's more so like listening to what's going on. You really got to be, just aware of your surroundings.
That's true.
Too. That's another thing. But that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, running it definitely centers me.
Get clocked in the head with your headphones on.
Yeah.
On your run. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm just saying that's
Atlanta.
That should be.
You gotta be aware. I'm from Chicago, so I'm always aware. But
I mean,
I have to have my headphones now because I run in the hood. So
you say you have to have them off?
Yeah, on. I gotta have like one on. They both be on, but one be.
Oh,
slightly
yeah.
off.
It's a safe way to do it.
I can't because like when I run in the hood, if I go to a nice neighborhood, I might not listen to music. But when I'm running in the hood, it's just like
You gotta zone out.
yeah, I've seen this my whole life. This is not where I want to be. I I live on the west side, whatever, back there, whatever. But everybody thinks I'm fucking off. Because when I'm running, I'm don't laugh. When I'm running, I'm screaming. Like, sometimes I'm screaming the words to the music.
Oh.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna be like, "Are you one of those people?" Like,
Why are you screaming?
I don't know.
Not just saying the word, just screaming
You're
the word.
screaming.
Okay.
Yes, I'm screaming. Like, I'm like.
And so the people are looking at you while you running by, just screaming.
Yeah, 7-6 through God. Yeah.
Hey,
bars out.
Hey, at least you getting it in though, man. People be like, people be in their car like, what the fuck? And they looking out the window like.
keeps that energy going though.
And I'm not.
Nah, I feel
I'm
it.
not on the sidewalk. I'm on the street.
In the street, cars.
On the street, going towards the way that the cars are coming. I'm just running.
I guess you don't necessarily have to worry about the music being low because people are trying to get away from you.
Yeah, they crossing the street and shit. No, for real. I got some kids that I thought they was the projects, but I'm learning that these are not the projects. They look like the projects where I'm from, but they're regular apartments here.
Yeah.
But it's gated, but it's ghetto. Like, you can tell it's ghetto, but it's gated.
Yeah.
And I got kids that like run up the fucking. And I got a dog that just stands there and looks at me like, this bitch is crazy.
Don't even be barking.
No.
He's barking at everybody else except for Bars.
He barking at Bars, yo.
Wow.
He gets looking like,
I'm gonna get a video.
what's up with?
You're like,
yo, why Bars got the dog speechless? How the dog not barking, yo? Like, how you come by and the dog not barking at all? He barking at everybody else, but he see your crazy ass. He like, yo, what the fuck is up with her? What's wrong with her? He's just confused. He don't even want to bark. He's trying to figure it out, man. But that's what's up, though. You said you.
I feel like you wrote, like the different creative things, they all have like their purpose. Like, I can't stick to one
Right.
thing. What do you say to people that be like, oh, you should just focus? Like, so sick and tired of that. I don't like that.
They don't get it. Those people don't get it. And I feel like a lot of times they don't have like the mentality, right, to even tackle multiple things. So they look at you, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. That's not how it's done because I can't do it or I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's real. People will definitely impose their limitations on you because they couldn't do something. Oh, nah, you can't do it. Nah, just because you couldn't do it doesn't mean I can't do it. Like, don't get it confused. Like, yeah.
So my question is, because you do a lot and you embrace all of your talents, like, what are you most passionate about? Like, what, at least right now, maybe it changes. What are you most passionate about right now?
My music is always my first love. But what I realize is that all my life, I've been a visual artist because I draw, I paint, I do all these different things as well. But photography is a way for me to capture a moment. And so those are my two top, like, things that I like to focus on. But music is just, spiritual.
So what style of photography, what style of music? What like, are you doing portraits? You doing events? What type of photography?
Portraits and events are my highlights. I like events because I can be a fly on the wall, and just like capture like whatever type of event it is, whether it's a birthday party or whether even if it's a corporate event. You catch some of those people sometimes when they let their hair down, do something crazy. I like capturing those moments. Okay. And
nice.
What was the other question with the music?
Well, what do you? I initially asked, what are you most passionate about? But I was just curious what style, as far as photography and your music. So with the music, you doing rap? Like what can people expect when they tune into, and where can people find your music?
Oh, everywhere. So it's on all the streaming platforms, the Spotify and Apple and Tidal, and you can go on YouTube and find it. Yeah.
And then just type in your name.
Just search Rogue Dynamo, ROGUE. Some people spell it Rouge for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why.
And what can people expect? That's kind of what I was asking as far as the style.
My style, don't expect your average female like artist. Don't expect, you know.
You're not sounding like Cardi.
Nah, I like Cardi though. Like I like all of that.
Like Nicki, or I guess Nicki and Cardi are similar maybe.
Yeah. You got Meg, you got City Girls, you got, you know, it's more now. But like, nah, I'm not gonna sound like that. I might have the same bounce, but I would consider myself to incorporate not only like hip hop, but also like pop.
Nice.
Also kind of like an indie alternative sound. I like to experiment because I listen to so many different types of music, and it's like I'll get bored if I kind of just stay in one lane, and I don't want to bore my listeners either.
Right.
I'm gonna be spitting, but I might be, harmonizing a little bit, and then you might hear some guitars in there. It might sound slick like techno or something.
So you got a variety.
Pump, yeah.
Okay.
Multifaceted.
I feel like the bigger artists are able to do that. You know, like Drake. Every album is a different style. It seems like. Yeah. The crossover artists. You know, they seem to make the most money.
Yeah, there's always that.
Yeah, but that's not what you're going for. I mean, it may, I'm sure it is. Like
it's a business. Like, even though I love the art of it, a part of what I realize is that it is a business. Mm-hmm. So if I want to do this more than just a hobby, I have to embrace that business part.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but luckily I come from a family that, you know, my father is an entrepreneur. And so I kind of got to see what he did. And, you know, my mother was a hard worker. So like, I just kind of realized, all right, I need to read up. I need to study. I need to like, okay, the art is dope, but we got to take it in another direction to make it bigger.
Okay. So what's one of the best tips that your father or one of your family members has given you to help you from the business side? My dad told me one time, your feelings have no importance in business. Okay.
I'm an emotional person. You know, I'm a feeling type of individual. I'm an empath. I care. And you know, if someone gives you criticism, or if someone does something with a deal that you may not like, there's a certain way to handle it. And, you know, I'm a bit of a firecracker, but also, you know, I'm a sensitive person. And it's like, you know, I just have to handle it. You have to respond in a business way. You can't respond to business in an emotional way. You're not going to win.
Got you. That's some good advice.
That's deep.
That's some good advice. Me being an entrepreneur, I can relate to that. I've learned how to keep things professional, but I've dealt with so many entrepreneurs. I've seen people that need to work on that. You know, it's like they bring their emotions involved. They bring their emotions in the business, and it just makes things awkward. So that's some good advice.
It'll mess it up almost every time, from what I've seen, what I've observed or experienced.
Yeah, you don't want to fumble the bag because you got your feelings involved.
Yeah.
You know, and they say don't mix business with pleasure neither.
Yeah.
So, that's some good advice. So, Tastro, Rogue, y'all gonna do some music together? We got 2 artists. Well, we got 3. We got Bars in the back.
I see her face got tight. Her face got tight immediately.
Waiting on you to forget, like.
Forget what?
Bars.
She thought you was about
Bars, we've been in the conversation. Oh, yeah, no, why would I forget?
Yeah, we got 2 artists. I was like.
Give me a second, Bars.
The spear, it was
yo,
right here.
her face got tight. Her face got tight immediately, yo.
We got Bars in the building. Her name isn't Bars for no reason. Like, it's clear why it's Bars, because she drops a lot of bars. She makes good music. Y'all all make good music. I just want to know when y'all gonna collab. Is that I don't know,
Hey, look, no, anything's possible, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I've always thought Rogue was dope from day one, like when I first met her. You know what I'm saying? So as far as listening to her music and her catalog, I definitely wouldn't mind doing that. So
Okay.
we can make that. We can manifest that.
It'll happen organically.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay.
It'll happen organically.
I got some working on tasks to do with, just like he was saying, the business aspect.
Important.
More work to do on tasks. Tastro, but
what's going on? Y'all got some side projects y'all leaving me out on?
no. Well, like she was saying, music is 90%. It could be 93, 95% business.
Right.
You know, after the streaming, after the BMI, the ASCAP,
Mm-hmm.
after the Apple Music or Spotify, you still got Nielsen,
Yep.
SoundScan, BDS, you got Grace Notes, you got
Yeah.
Media Base, you got
Jeez.
all these different, because it's 16 different royalties that you can get for one song, and they're only growing. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta take Tastro
Yo, listen, there's
through my rap school.
Okay.
There's shit to be done. Yeah, there's things to be done, and so I'm with it, man. Like I said, like I've always thought that that Rogue was dope as far as the music is concerned. So I'm certainly looking forward to that taking place. Hell, I wouldn't have even wanted her to come through, to come holler at us if I didn't think, you know what I'm saying, that her music wasn't magnificent anyways, you know what I mean? But
Appreciate you. For real.
yeah, we can certainly make that happen. I'm with it. I'm with it, Bars. I'm gonna definitely make sure, Bars, that I include you into the mix when it comes to this music. I promise you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be a cold winter. I'm trying to. I feel like the open mic thing is a very intimate way to meet your core fan base, or try to influence or grab your core fan base.
I agree. So Apache, that's where y'all met at first. Like Apache moved. They moved over on Marietta.
Yeah, this was the old Apache.
Yeah, this is the old joint. Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, the new spot is actually pretty dope. I don't know if you've performed there yet.
Nah, not yet. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, the layout. I didn't when people said they had a new spot, I was like, new Apache, you can't duplicate Apache. Like it was so legendary. But the
Where's the new one at?
It's on Marietta, like a few blocks away from the aquarium.
Got you.
Yeah, it's literally right around the corner from the aquarium, honestly. But it's dope. Like I wasn't sure how it was gonna work, but it's dope. The only thing that's a little weird, it's like 2 rooms. Like in Apache, you can go back pretty far in there and still be able to see the stage.
Interesting.
But they got like 2 rooms, but the main room is actually pretty big. It's probably cool because the bars separated. You could have a whole different vibe. Like the vendors typically go in that room, and then the main room is, where everybody's sitting and watching the performances. And
I'll check it out. I think I'm over my sadness of the other one closing. I had to get over that, and then now I can go. I think.
Yeah, everybody was so used to that because from what I know, that it's been there for so long.
Yeah.
So for them to just switch it up like that.
Yeah, we gotta start, like George said, rolling with the punches. Like we kind of act like the older generation.
Yeah.
When we have our things and our like places,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
routines, but shit is
Or
changing.
adapt
dog.
or die. Adapt or
It's
die.
changing. We
Yeah.
gotta keep rolling.
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned about, just moving, starting over, and I gotta keep.
The Apache open mic, I went there 2 times. It was pretty cool, So whether you want to perform or just even hang out, honestly, like it's a dope spot.
But yo, you used to have events at that joint though.
Yeah. Thank God Unfocused used to do performance showcases at Apache, the original Apache. Not too many people could say that.
We need to think of Unfocused history. Like we need a timeline. Like we need to like.
Yeah, it's been a journey. That was part of the journey. Part of my journey was working with artists. I started with Tastro, that was the first person that I ever filmed, and for a minute, it was the only person I was filming. I didn't have any interest on filming any events or weddings or none of that stuff. It was just fun to shoot the music videos, and then it just kind of expanded and started dealing with other artists and more artists, and next thing you know, I'm like so engulfed in the music that I'm like, I want to do my own events, and that's how that happened, and drew some artists in that I liked, and the production quality was on point. I guess it was certain behind the scenes stuff that maybe needed some you good, Bars?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it was some behind the scenes stuff that maybe needed to be polished up, but when it came to the camera work, that was my selling point. If you're gonna be a part of the Thank God I'm Focused show, your content is gonna be top notch. They going on the stage, it's looking like Usher or something about to perform. Like they coming from the seat and they got a camera on them from the seat. Then it switched to another camera. That's. I mean, yeah, but
that was dope. That was like, because you did that for like a year.
It was like almost 2 years. Well, not consecutively. Like we was doing a bunch within a year's time, and then I guess we took a break and did a few more the next year. But it was cool. But
nice turnout. It was a nice turnout too.
Yeah, definitely learned a lot about events. At this point,
we gotta get back to that.
Oh yeah.
Back to the artist stuff. We really gotta get the journey on camera. People love the story.
Well, I will say, I've kind of backed off a little bit from the music stuff.
Yeah, we know.
But I'm still a big music head, so I wouldn't be opposed to having a hand in it. I literally did 90% of the stuff for the events. Like I would probably do like 5 to 10%. Just
not like
yeah.
It's levels. So back then you had to.
So if we get it back started, we're gonna have to have Rogue in there.
Absolutely. I'm with it.
That's what I was gonna ask. What's next? What's next, bro?
What's next? What?
For you?
Oh, for me?
For music, for photography, for like what is happening before the end of the year or shortly after?
Okay, so I just dropped a single, Super Hot, like literally like a week and a half, like 2 weeks ago, very recent.
Okay.
We shot a video like last week. Shouts out to Mino with Life of Imagery.
Word, shout out to Mino in the background.
Yeah, we didn't even shout him out, man. My bad.
Shout out.
Salute, man. Salute.
Shout out to Mino, and shout out to my girl. She walked in. Got Carmen Kendrick in the background too.
So he was there and doing behind the scenes photos and things like that. And then shouts out to Saul. I have to shout him out. He's not here, but he shot the video. So that's going to be coming out. I don't even want to tell it. It's going to be a surprise, but I'll say, yes, very, very soon. Sooner than you think. So we're going to drop the single. We also going to drop the video.
Okay.
And then, of course, the Iris Faction, that's my photography. That does not stop. So that's consistent. I'm just adding another layer to it. It's going to incorporate some more organized things. I did events with that as well through a company called The Score. So we're going to be bringing that back in a different way, and that's underneath the Iris Faction. So it's my company, the DBA underneath that. So yeah, I'm always working on stuff.
Nice. So you mentioned how to find your music. How could people that's listening contact you or check out your photography and, just the other things you have going on?
Definitely start with all my social media is Rogue Dynamo.
Okay.
You can Google it. It'll pop up. TikTok and IG, Facebook, all of that.
Everywhere.
All the social platforms.
Right. It's even a website. You can go to the website if you want.
What about LinkedIn? You on LinkedIn?
I am. It's not a Rogue Dynamo.
I was just asking because it's a few YouTubers that's always talking about, oh, you're trying to build your brand, you need to get on LinkedIn, and they just press it so much. I got a personal LinkedIn, but not a company LinkedIn, or I don't know, but I just hear a lot of good.
I'll start one. Yeah. Okay.
Really, I agree with that.
I thought it was like more so for like a corporate.
Nah, it's
type.
different now.
Yeah,
It's
my
like a
government
social
is on
network.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, like
It's like
I guess it's always been a social network, but
first 5K. That's how I even
off of
got
LinkedIn.
That's how I even got into being able to file my taxes off of Destiny Bars. Yes, LinkedIn. A lawyer. I got my first lawyer.
Oh, nice.
My first like business lawyer
through
LinkedIn.
Oh wow.
And he was not even thinking about like it was just my spontaneity. I was doing all type of stuff that you're not supposed to be doing on LinkedIn.
so you was posting content to LinkedIn.
What? I'm talking about content, all my horrible posts.
What horrible post.
Like you know how my Facebook is, or my Instagram is. I was just because there's a
I haven't seen any horrible posts, so I'm like,
The platform is called Hootsuite. Y'all know what?
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Hootsuite. Hootsuite posts to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn at the same time, and you could schedule posts and you. Can
Okay, so you was posting to everywhere.
campaign all the way to 6 months to a year out. You can just do that, and I've done that.
It makes life easy.
That platform is
Easier.
beautiful. It is beautiful. It's a
Wow,
platform
okay.
that just actually got recalibrated by somebody that I know did that whole recalibration and their rebranding and stuff like that. But yeah,
LinkedIn.
Wow, I would have never known. Like I always looked at it as because like I have a LinkedIn, but it's like as far as because I used to work for an insurance company. That's how I
Yeah.
ended up with the LinkedIn. But
Nah, it's different. A lot of content creators up there now.
I would have never known, yo, because I've never.
labels, like the rich
Yeah.
people at labels.
Yeah, that's true.
Contact that you need to know. Your look who's looking list. If you songwrite and you sell some of those sounds, I got all of that off LinkedIn.
Off
I got
of
all those
LinkedIn.
different connections off of LinkedIn.
I'm gonna add a new page then, because I have one. I'm gonna add another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
My personal and business.
Bars got the gems.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it now. I gotta get busy with it now.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, Rogue, is anything else that you haven't spoke on that you want to put out there before we get out of here?
Let's see.
I mean, I want to. We talked about a lot.
We talked about mentally, physically.
We talked about a lot.
Let's see. Anything else I want to add is just like, first of all, follow me everywhere, Rogue Dynamo. I'll add that. Definitely check out my projects, Roses and Karma, as well as The Grand Escape. And also, like, I know we talked about like staying focused, mentally and putting yourself in a certain mind state. Like, this song I have called Dear Goddess, and it's like sometimes it takes a minute before you get it right. So it's like, anybody out there listening, just like take the time to yourself and like really think about what it is that you want in life. And it's okay if you, are like, well, I took too long to do it. It's like you could start somewhere and create something for yourself at any time. And be kind to yourself about it. Don't wake up and be like, oh, this is stupid. Oh, I look like this. Oh, speak positive. You know what I mean? Find something that you do like and speak positive about it. Find something in your day, even if it's not, physically about yourself, and like speak positively about it and just start there. Cause I went through a lot. Like I used to deal with anxiety, like I still do sometimes, but like it's an everyday thing. So that's what I want people to know. So.
Dope. Tastro, you got anything?
Man, all I gotta say is stay alert, stay alive, yo. You already know. Oh, she. That's it. That's yo. Watch you do that. Stay alert, stay alive. Stay alert, stay alive. For real, like that's that. I gotta keep stressing that every single time we come in here because we keep hearing stuff about people falling victim to crime or whatever the case may be. And I know, the inevitable is going to happen, whatever the case may be. But we can prevent some things from happening by staying alert as far as our surroundings. So that's why I keep stressing that. Stay alert, stay alive.
All right, well, there you have it. Appreciate you, Rogue Dynamo.
Thank you for having me.
You dropped a lot of great gems. It was a dope conversation. Hope to have you back sometime.
Just let me know.
Tastro, you already know. Stay alert, stay alive. It's the Unfocused and Focused Podcast, and we out of here.